So I hope we are live. Just a moment. Yeah. So yes, we are live, everyone. So viewers who are watching us, we would like that you can share this live to everyone. We'll be starting in another 5 minutes, everyone. So in another 3 minutes, we wait and we start at sharp 3 o'clock.
Hi everybody. Hi. 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 Afternoon, ma'am. Very good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Deepika, let me know when to start. Huh? Yes, Divya.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
It's 3 o'clock.
A very good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
I am Deepika Kumar, Head of Learning and Development team at Fliplearn, and I take this opportunity to welcome you all on behalf of the entire Fliplearn team. Today we are all here to be part of the prize distribution ceremony of the Teachers Contest. The contest was held in the month of February and March this year. I welcome our Honorable Chief Guest, Major Dr. Gulshan Sharma. He has more than 30 years of experience in the service industry. He has made substantial contribution to education and skill development. Currently, he is Director General at ICSI. He is an eminent inspirational speaker and life coach. Academically, he has a PhD in service industry with focus on vocational education and skills. Before joining ICSI Chamber, Dr. Sharma was with Indian Navy Army as an officer. Then he was with Ministry of Tourism, Government of India till 1993, where he set up India's first Institute for Travel and Tourism, IITTM, and developed MBA Tourism for India and various other service industry degree courses with this team. He is the man behind establishing India's first technology-based finishing school in 1994 for empowering educators and youth for service industry with focus on soft and life skills in the various parts of South Asia and northeast part of India. He is a true soldier and passionate to serve society for making education relevant and empowering every educator, trainer, youth with relevant education skills and entrepreneurial skills. Welcome, Major Dr. Gulshan Sharma. We also have with us some visionary educationists who recognized the need of the hour and adapted technology quite early. They have motivated their teachers to use technology for online teaching, conducting online tests, sending homework, tracking students' progress, and communicating with the parents. Ms. Sweety Raj, Principal of Rosemary Matriculation Higher Secondary School, Palayam Kottai, which is one of the most popular schools of South Tamil Nadu. Mrs. Sweety Raj, after completing her master's, did her B.Ed. She comes with 30 years of teaching and administrative experience. We also have with us Ms. Ruchi Sharma, the principal of Lord Mahavir School, Ambala. She is a veteran in the field of education. Her broad-minded approach towards improving teaching and learning has been a constant source of encouragement for all her staff. Our willingness to initiate upgradation of skills related to online learning through Fliplearn has resulted in undeterred motivation and enthusiastic performance on the platform and achievement of desired goals. We also have the honor of having Mrs. Darling Amsa Mala, Principal Rosemary Metric Higher Secondary School, Ramnagar. She completed her BA History and she was an excellent student. She is a rank holder in the university. She did her master's again in history from Lady Doe College, Madurai, and proceeded to do her B.Ed and MPhil from Madurai Kamraj University. She comes with 20 years of experience in teaching and 30 years of experience in administration as principal in Rosemary Model School. We also have with us Ms. Divya Lal, CEO, founder, Fliplearn Education Private Limited. Divya is a visionary, charismatic leader and a TEDx speaker with over 2 decades of experience. Having graduated from Delhi University with a degree in psychology, Divya Lal initially arrived in the education sector with blue-chip tech companies like NIIT, Educom, and eBix Smart Class. Divya's experience, knowledge, and understanding of the industry has helped create her own special niche in the Indian education industry. I also take this opportunity to welcome all the teachers who have been part of this contest and all those who have joined us on YouTube Live. Past 1 year saw a major change in the teaching learning practices. Nobody imagined that virtual schooling will become reality so soon. Kudos to all the teachers and school leaders who rose up to the occasion and equipped themselves with new skills and technology and once again proved that they are lifelong learners and the future of our children is in safe hands. I have Samar Mathur with me who will be taking us through today's sequence of events. Over to you, Samar.
Thank you so much, Deepika ma'am. Now to set the ball rolling, I would like to invite our founder and CEO, Ms. Divya Lal, to address us all. Over to you, Divya ma'am.
Thank you, Samar. Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is an absolute privilege for all of us at Fliplearn today, wherein we get in a position to recognize in our own special way to all the big teacher warriors that are out there who have been making a huge impact by doing and going beyond their means on a daily level in enabling better teaching learning experiences on a daily level. This is also very special because I have with us Dr. Gulshan Sharma, who's like an elder brother to me, who has agreed to be the chief guest presiding for our ceremony and also inspiring everybody who's joined in, because he's more like a life coach. He's somebody that when you will listen to him, you'll understand how he can impact you no matter from which field you come in, no matter which age group you are from, but he can inspire you so much in what you're doing and what you can do. I think Fliplearn today focuses on helping schools adopt learning management systems, and that is our big approach in making schools go systemic rather than transactional, and helping teachers, parents, students to have a very effective teaching learning environment. And today, as a matter of great privilege for all of us, for the last 1 year, after some contests have been done, to reward and recognize some of the star teachers who've really lit up the scoreboards on the contests by their efforts. Congratulations, Deepika and team, for driving this this entire initiative internally. Back to you, Samar, so that we get going on the session.
Thank you so much, Divya ma'am, for sharing us the vision of the company. And now I would like to invite our chief guest, Major Dr. Gulshan Sharma sir, to share his valuable insights from his vast experience. Over to you, sir.
Most respected Madam Divya Lalji, Deepika ji, Samar ji, and all my brothers and sisters, those are joining across from the entire India, as well as some of my friends overseas. Deepika ma'am, I would request you, they are finding it difficult to get logged in on the YouTube. I don't know.
Okay. So we'll just
Yeah, please have it checked up because they are finding it. Some people want to join from London, so they are finding it difficult. Okay.
Sure, sir.
So, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, wishing you all a very happy Ashtami today. Today is a very, very pious day when you basically, as per the traditions, you take small kids and you just wash their feet and put little molly, and thereafter I always look forward when I go back to the childhood. I was not more interested about puri halwa. I was more interested how much money is being put into my plate. So that I was very keen ki whose residence I should go where I get more money. So today, while washing the feet of Divya Lal ma'am, Deepika ma'am, they are the girls, they are the ladies, and as the elder brother and all other ladies across, today on a Ashtami, I pray to Almighty for a wonderful days ahead for all of us, because it's a very challenging times. The way country is passing through, the world is passing through. And I recall last year on 25th of March, there was a complete lockdown in 2020, and that is the time we came across Divya Lalji, and during the entire year, the energy, the synergy, the creativity, the dynamism, enthusiasm, and conducting the various programs at a short notice. I'm hats off to this lady. She is one with many avatars, and she's doing grateful, and a wonderful job to the humanity, because at this point of time, most difficult task is how to keep children happy, intact, with fun, without any stress, without any anxiety. And all of us, those are joining over here, Sweetie Rajji and Rajni ji, Minakshi ji, Neeraj ji, Bharti ji, Suman ji, Mahendra ji, and Oppo A71. You have not put your name. then Sakshi ji, and then Amanpreet ji, Piyush Malik ji, Vidya ji, Shailja ji, and our GNANA Sekran ji, Shuja ji, Chandra Lekha ji, Rose ji, Shailja ji, and many more. Those are visible over here, and those are joining in this particular program. First of all, on behalf of, I should say today on behalf of Fliplearn, let me be the elder brother of the Fliplearn, and let me be the part of this family. I would like to first of all congratulate all the teachers, and particularly the caption was very, very catchy over there, where it was mentioned, teachers who have participated and won the homework contest. Those have won the homework contest held in month of February and March. My dear parents, you must have realized now how difficult it is to keep your 2 kids, and the schools are keeping so many kids right from the morning till evening. And my deep salutations to all the principals. You're not only keeping kids, you're keeping the grown-up kids, your teachers also. So you have to take care of everybody. I mean, it's a very challenging task. It's a very, very challenging task. There are 2 sectors which are facing great challenges. One is health sector, and second is education sector. And when we talk about education sector, the most respectable and a dynamic ladies like Divya ji, they all are trying their level best how to keep everybody amused, engaged, creative way, innovative way, collaborative way, the best possible whatsoever they can bring it. And today's kids, when you talk to them, एक छोटा सा बच्चा उसकी फोटो है, Shailaja Jo. There's a small kid I can see right over here. Have we ever asked that kid, what do you want? We always say, syllabi to be completed, contents to be completed, timely to be completed. Tomorrow there is an inspection and Neeraj Yadav ji is calling the entire team and telling, काजू भी तैयार होना चाहिए, बादाम भी तैयार होना चाहिए, उन मैडम को कॉफी पसंद है, उसको चाय पसंद है, उसके लिए ये पसंद है. वो all the arrangements we are doing, the administrative and all. कभी बच्चे के दिल से पूछा कि उसको क्या चाहिए? आप बच्चे को एक मोबाइल फोन पकड़ा देते हैं और वो उस गेम को देखता है, आपसे ब्रेकफास्ट नहीं मांगता, लंच नहीं मांगता. तो ये जो लर्निंग प्लेटफॉर्म्स हैं, जो लर्निंग मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम्स हैं और जो क्रिएटिव सिस्टम्स हैं, और if students are listening, fine, there is no problem. They are teachers of tomorrow. They are educators of tomorrow. They are the future of the world. But I would like to tell all teachers, put your hand on your heart and say, जो कुछ कहूँगा सच के सिवा कुछ नहीं कहूँगा. जो कुछ कहूँगी सच के सिवा कुछ नहीं कहूँगी. Get back to 25th of March 2020. You were telling, what is Zoom? What is Microsoft? What is Google? What is Cisco? Where do I go? Where is Divyalal's lesson? Where is physics? Where is chemistry? Where is biology? I'm not finding video. And you just call your son, Shankar, please come. Just this video is not going on. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, I personally feel the time has come. In industrial era, we required that kind of an education, factory education, where children were sitting right in front and one person was standing at the board, and over there it was teaching centric. From there, the new education policy 2020 came, it became learning centric. And then Divyalal ma'am and their organization held the hand, it became blended learning, flip learning, outside classroom learning, anyway learning, but learning. Something should be done. And today, in a secret way, if only teachers and principals are listening, now the time has come. It's named as co-learning. No facilitation. Children do not need only facilitation. First of all, I would make a humble request to Divyalal ma'am. Let's give hand-holding to all teachers, all principals, all educators, because we do not want our teachers, our principals, our educators, our counselors, और सबसे बड़ा रोल है technocrats ka. My voice is reaching, my video is reaching because of technocrats. They play very, very important role for all of us. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's a collective effort, it's an innovative effort, it's a collaborative effort, and remember one thing now, हम पांच चार चार चीजों को पहले कहा करते थे बहुत ज्यादा. Anybody who has got a good communication skill, you can do very well in the world. That is called soft skills. Then came collaboration. Then came creativity. Then came critical thinking. अब एक और जोड़ लीजिए उसके साथ, अगर आपको जिंदा रहना है ठीक से, continuous learning. एक सी और जोड़ दीजिए. It's a lifelong learning. At this age of 72, you can't imagine. I'm watching more than 40 videos per day. I'm trying to learn on every platform. And I was telling Divya ma'am, we had just done a program, Humor in Education, Fun in Education. Yesterday we had Music in Education. Today at 8 p.m. on the GS Motivator, I have got a program, Games in Education, Gamification in Education. How children, बात समझ लीजिए, लर्निंग प्लेटफॉर्म्स के बगैर काम नहीं बनेगा. ये जो लर्निंग मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम्स हैं इनके बगैर काम नहीं बनेगा. द फ्यूचर इज डिजिटल. इफ एनीबडी इज स्टिल ड्रीमिंग that we will go back to the January, February of 2020, I'm sorry, you're sadly mistaken. The world has moved on. Please move on. We don't require four walls classrooms now. We require digital highways. We require learning management platforms. We require hand holding. My grandchild who's studying in 4th class, he is my teacher. This evening he will come with me and he tells me, Nanu, you don't know this also? Oh, Nanu, I pretend I don't know. And I said, Nanu, I will teach you. I will tell you what it is. And you know this morning what he taught me? Dr. Drone Study. Dr. Drone Study. He had shown me 14 videos this morning. The entire biology, the entire physics, chemistry, whatever is there. What I am requesting is, Devalal ji ka jo Fliplearn ka platform hai, I wish to be a student on that platform. I wish to learn every day. I would like to be a very humble teacher because we all are learning. All of us, we are learning. और एक लास्ट में एक बात कहना चाहूंगा, because see, there are so many things you can talk, but it's not required. यंग बच्चा मेरे से पूछता है, can you allow me to be creative for 1 minute? You have given me enough syllabi. You have given me enough inputs. Can I be creative for 1 minute? That means give me my space. And that's why I lost my very close friend during Corona. That was Sir Ken Robinson. Watch his videos. Dr. Sugata Mitra. Learning management systems is future. We all got to understand. And principals, teachers, educators, don't spend money on physical infrastructure. Please concentrate and focus. Future is digital. Future is collaboration. We all will learn from each other. And there's a beautiful saying, I'll conclude with that while saying, if we teach today like we were taught yesterday, then we will be robbing the students of tomorrow. You got to change with time. We all got to change with time. The world is moving so fast. Speed has caught on. And these learning platforms, we require fun, we require stimulation, we require gamification, we require art, craft, dance, music. खाली स्टैम्प पे फोकस मत कीजिए, उसकी स्टीम निकाल दीजिए, इसलिए ए जुड़ गया है. आर्ट के बगैर तो दुनिया में कुछ भी नहीं है. द होल वर्ल्ड, आपका और मेरा अस्तित्व जो है वो आर्ट पर बेस करता है. एंड आई पर्सनली फील, बिकॉज नाउ डॉक्टर Nirmaljeet Singh Kalsi ji has taken over the responsibility at the national level as a new chairman for the NCVET. Soon I would be holding a meeting with him along with Madam Divya Lal, and we will work out a strategy. I am not thinking only about India. Divya Lal has to work with United Nations. Divalala has to give to the universe. Why should be? Because we always believe Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam. So, ladies and gentlemen, my best wishes to Fliplearn, my deep regards and gratitudes and thanks to the entire team of Fliplearn for getting me over here, and all my principals, all my teachers, all my educators, all my counselors, all my technocrats. If you want to see India growing, rising, becoming Vishwa Guru और 5 ट्रिलियन इकोनॉमी में दो चीजों की बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट जरूर है. Number one, need based education, and number two is women empowerment. Ladies के बगैर कभी भी भारत 5 ट्रिलियन इकोनॉमी नहीं बन पाएगा. With these words, all the best wishes. Thank you very much for inviting me, and thank you very much for having me today. God bless all of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for showing us the power of actually understanding what the kids really want and in these days. Your valuable words and experience will help us fight the tough times like today. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Parul Jain, a CTO, who is the man behind the product, to deliver a talk on tech and teachers, where he would also talk about how Fliplearn technology is gearing up to make life simpler for teachers and being effective educators. Over to you, Mr. Parul.
Sure. Thank you, Samar, for passing the floor to me. It's always great to really share the thoughts and views with such an esteemed set of panels that we have right now. So yeah, I mean, really want to start with thanking Gulshan sir for giving us such an encouraging words to Fliplearn. Right? Really, really exciting, really, really challenging, right? So just want to start away with this, right? So we started with our times in March of 2020, where everything was so challenging, right? How do we make sure that we are able to conduct live classes for our teachers, right? How do we make sure that we are able to give homework online to our students and make sure that we are able to track that as well, right? We have reached a state where all those things are very much there as part of the practice that we do on a regular basis. But now this is nowhere the end of the journey. In fact, I cannot be more excited about how excited I am about this journey and the kind of things that we are going to do in next 1 year for the time to come. Right? Imagine a situation where just like all the transformations that modern technology has brought on the various other fields, right? With a click of a button, you can get a cab on your doorstep. With a click of a button, you can get the food being delivered at your doorstep. Why can't we really assist and make life such simple for our teachers, where just with a single click, they are able to give homework to our students, right? That's the power of technology that we see getting into play in the time to come. Right? With just one click, we would be able to recommend such a great set of homework to our teachers that they would be able to basically impart the same set of knowledge, same set of learning to their students. The quality will probably grow by 10x, but the amount of effort which is required to do that would probably reduce by 10x. Because that's where technology can really play a very important and critical role for our teachers. Right? Data is going to play a very important role, right? We would want to see a situation where the assessments that our teachers are giving to our students to really gauge what is the level of understanding of a concept that our students have, right? Can that be used to really improve the understanding of the concept, not just as a gauge of the concept, but also the understanding of the concept, right? Hey, this particular student has probably scored 6 on 10 on thermodynamics, for example, right? Should I go ahead and watch 3 videos on Fliplearn platform? Should I go ahead and along with watching these 3 videos, should I do these 2 recommendations which are given to me for the assessments on the Fliplearn platform? Or is it time for me to really go through and read probably these 20 lines of text, which would really help me understand and improve the my understanding of a concept, for example, thermodynamics or laws of motion. So data and the UX, like I mentioned, right? How we can enable our teachers to do a lot of things, but putting very, very simplicity at the core of things, right? Putting non-complexity, putting no challenges, but very much fun and very much excitement towards the center of things while they are doing and making sure that our students are able to get a great learning experience on our platform. So I'm personally really excited about that. And I am definitely sure that we all are going to witness such products coming on Fliplearn as a platform in the year to come, where we would see the simplicity with which all these tasks, day-to-day tasks, complex tasks are being taken care, would be improving by probably 10x fold, if not more, right? And the quality of education that has been important, that is also going to improve at least by 10x, if not more, right? So really, really excited about that, Samar. Just want to really use my last 10 seconds to thank our teachers to spend that much time and innovatively and effectively use our platform to make sure that they were able to really impart quality education to our students, even in these uncertain times, right? And did wonderfully well, which is very much apparent in this teacher contest that we did, right? So just wanted to end up with thanking all the teachers who have been part of us. Thank you, everyone. I really, really appreciate and enjoyed working on coming up with such products which can really enable this contest on the platform. Over to you, Samar. Back.
Thank you so much, Mr. Parul, for sharing your views on technology at Fliplearn. We are all excited to experience them and become more powerful educators. I'm sure it will further make our teachers' task easier. Now is the time for us to listen to the expert views on the topic, the future of online teaching post-pandemic, for which I would like to invite Dr. Gulshan Sharma to chair the discussion. We have Mr. Piyush Malik, the business head of Fliplearn, and the principals of the premium schools, Mrs. Sweetie, Mrs. Darling Amsa Mala, and Mr. Parul Jain, the CTO of Fliplearn. This discussion will be moderated by Ms. Divya Lal. Over to you, Divya ma'am.
Very good afternoon. Samar, just to be again clear, we have Preeti ma'am, Amla ma'am, and
Sweetie ma'am, Darling Amsa Mala ma'am. So we have Mrs. Sweetie, Mrs. Darling Amsa Mala ma'am, Mr. Parul Jain, and Mr. Piyush Malik.
So two principals, right?
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
Mrs. Ruchi Sharma just called up. She was not feeling well, so at the last moment, she just dropped out. Where she was supposed to join, principal of Lord Mahavir School. So she
No problem. No problem. Very good afternoon and a hearty welcome to Preeti ma'am and Amsa Mala ma'am. I can see Amsa Mala ma'am. Preeti ma'am, can you please switch on your video?
Preeti ma'am, would you please switch on your video?
Okay, in the meantime, while Deepika, somebody in your team can reach out to Preeti ma'am, let us start in the meantime.
Yeah.
So, while we are talking about teaching beyond pandemic, so to say, I think right now beyond pandemic itself is becoming questionable considering how the world is going through. So I think if with everybody's permission and especially the chair's permission, if we can just say teaching during the pandemic and seeing it in terms of saying what we do today is what will define the India of tomorrow. I'm a very big believer that education is the most fundamental driver that changes the fate of any country in the world. And India being the youngest country in the world with its highest population in the younger areas, I think it takes all of us morally responsible to make our impact on a day-to-day level in what we are doing, because what we do today will define the India of tomorrow. And India of tomorrow is in our schools, is studying through various platforms, is being impacted by all the amazing teachers that are here and the principals that are driving it. So let me kickstart this discussion and ask Preeti ma'am. Preeti ma'am, what you feel are some of the top two things every school will have to think through about conducting a teaching learning process as we move ahead now? Or actually, I can give this question to Amsa Mala ma'am. Amsa Mala ma'am, if you could take this.
Divya ma'am, just now I spoke to Sweetie Raj ma'am. She told that she's not able to switch on the video. I've asked her to log out and log in again.
Okay.
Okay, so just she'll come again, ma'am.
Okay.
Hello.
then we will wait.
Hello,
I think
I'm
Ma'am
Sweetie
Sweetie
Raj.
Ma'am speaking.
Yes,
Sweetie
ma'am.
Ma'am is there.
Hi,
Hello.
Sweetie ma'am. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine. Thank you, ma'am. What about you?
Very well, ma'am.
Thank
Sweetie
you,
ma'am,
ma'am.
I just want to ask you, what do you feel are the top two things any school head has to be really conscious about in the coming months as far as teaching learning process is concerned?
Yes, ma'am. The COVID 19 pandemic has resulted in at least one positive thing, and that is a much greater need for the importance of education digitally, as Gulshan Sharma ji said. And as parents struggle to work with their children at home due to the school closures, schools and apps like Fliplearn have played an essential skyrocketing role, and I'm happy about it. And thanks to Fliplearn and the entire team, I feel immensely blessed and honored that Fliplearn is dealing with initiatives to incorporate extensive public and expert engagements. And it also aims to work on how education needs to be rethought, especially post pandemic, in a world of increasing, I would say, complexity, uncertainty, and maybe fragility also. And indeed, this health pandemic makes us look forward to the steps we need to take, especially for the millions of students whose learning has been hampered due to school closures. I would like to stress on a few points. Hopefully, Fliplearn will pay difficulties through this intelligent collective action, that is the panel discussion that you're holding. First of all, I want Fliplearn, and Fliplearn has already proved to its commitment, thanks to Ma'am Divyalal Ma'am and its team. But I still urge it commit itself to strengthen education as a common good. That is, I want Fliplearn to work for inequalities, just as we work for the health during this pandemic. Secondly, the right to education needs to be re-stressed post pandemic, as many parents and students have lost connectivity with knowledge and information. Thirdly, online apps must work to recognize the efforts put in by the teachers. Teachers work a lot, and I feel it must value the profession of teaching and the collaboration of teachers. And they have always responded to the students with utmost compassion, and they have also reinforced the values that our parents, students, and the community needs. Fliplearn must work with schools to de-stress students and teachers. Teachers' collaboration must be recognized on a wholesome basis. Next on my
Thank
list,
you, Sweetie ma'am. We'll come back to you. That's a lot
Yes,
of
ma'am.
points because we're
Yes,
on the
ma'am.
panel. So let's get other people in.
Okay, ma'am.
Amsa ma'am, if you can unmute yourself. Great, I can hear you.
Yes, ma'am.
I would take your inputs on how are we looking at teacher motivation levels, considering the dual stress of almost managing everything at home and almost managing everything of the school at the same point of time. As a school head, what are some of the things you do to keep your staff most motivated?
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon to you all. Actually, the COVID-19 pandemic, it has disturbed the normal lifestyle of the people that we all know across the globe. So the virtual world has come to rescue us. So anyhow, it has triggered new way of learning now. But nowadays, it has emerged as necessary resource for the students. Is it? So without virtual learning, there is no schooling, is it? So, to help our children to continue learning, we choose virtual learning. But anyhow, online learning offers teachers an efficient way to deliver lessons to the students. But at home, teachers they have number of works. Even in that, even with all those works, they are preparing a lot for virtual learning, because they have to use number of tools to make the students interest, make the class interesting, and also to draw the attention of the students. They have to do videos, they have to prepare PPTs, and they have to do PDFs, and then a number of pictures they are taking it, and then they are sending audio files, and they are providing homeworks to the children. So many works they are doing in online, but at the same time they are very good at they all become technocrats now, because they follow creative approaches so that students can be active during the class. And really we appreciate the work of the teachers, and also we motivate the teachers. See, whatever they do, we motivate the teachers through appreciation, and they are doing their work. Anyhow, online education allows the students to attend the classes from any location, but all the contents whatever they prepare through Fliplearn or through any apps, they record it and they send it to the children. So number of works, so we can say that so many works are done by the teachers. So only because of the work of teachers, this virtual learning becomes success. So online teaching develop the students to focus on critical thinking and also adaptability, which will be more important for the students for their success in future. So I strongly believe that in future the traditional offline classes and online classes can go hand by hand. So this is my opinion, and we
Thank
all
you, Amsa.
appreciate
I'll come back to you. I'll come back to you
Yes,
with
thank you,
another
ma'am.
question. I'm
Thank
going to
you.
get in Mr. Piyush Malik now. Piyush, considering how the online revolution is happening and schools are adopting one way or the other in terms of teaching their children online, as and when life becomes normalized and children return back to school, what are some of the possible models that you perceive being in the industry from the outside that will continue to sustain, or we will go back to 2019?
Right. Thank you, Divya ma'am. I would like to take this opportunity to first of all appreciate all the effort and the effort being put in by all the teachers and principals for the last 1 year to make sure that the learning happens and students are there learning things and teaching learning process going on. Coming back to your question, models that I see coming out of this, well, I see there are only two ways to go about it. One is that we believe that online education is important, that we have seen during the last 1 year that we have been in a situation wherein it is impossible for our children to go to schools physically and attend the normal schooling process. So first thing that all our schools need to do is set up an infrastructure wherein at any given point of time they can conduct their classes, they can teach their children, and all their homework, quizzes, teaching, learning, all kind of classes can be conducted online. The second thing is going forward, maybe when things will normalize, normal classes will start up. So in such a case, we have to be ready with the infrastructure wherein students can come to school. But alongside, we have an online system available wherein all the things which are like homework, assessments, checking of test papers and all those things are automated, and we save time of our teachers, and we can automate all these processes. We can work in the classroom, they can teach, they can publish their homeworks and quizzes and everything online. They can use a system which will save a teacher's time, automate all the redundant work that teachers do, and we can provide all these things, make it available to all our parents and teachers and principals and everybody in the system. Everything would be available readily to everyone at a click of a button. So this is what I feel is coming out of it practically. Rest, we can always go ahead with technology and implement as many technically advanced solutions that we want to. But as on date, practically, these are the two things that I look at should be made available by our schools with the help and support of our teachers and companies like us, that we can really make it work out.
Thank you, Piyush. I'll come back to you. I want to get in Parul now. Parul, this has been the biggest leapfrog moment for India's education system. Last 100 years it has been at a certain rate, and in the last 12 months it has gone by 1000x. Everybody in their day-to-day lives have become tech savvy, but I think the biggest leapfrog moment has happened for the Indian education system. Nobody believed India could actually sustain their teaching learning using an online environment, using the limited infrastructure and everything. Do you believe this could also be now the advent of online open e-schools to happen? Because India today, even though being the youngest country, seems to have the highest number of millions of children who don't have a school to go to.
Right.
So your thoughts?
Yeah, they were very, very, very pertinent observation, definitely, right? Yeah, so see, what I believe is that every journey begins with the first step, right? So we are definitely and certainly on the direction to see e-schools becoming reality in our world, right? But then it has to also take that journey from where we today are to reach that state, right? While I am 100% convinced that e-schools are going to be reality, which will be absolutely open, where let's say somebody teaching a group of teachers, teaching a group of students, right? And the kind of content that they are curating and using to really impart quality learning to the students, that same content as a platform can be used on the same platform by another group of teachers to probably teach some underprivileged or overprivileged for that matter students, right? So that's where I'm a firm believer of the power of technology, right? So that's where the power of technology will kick in. The content, which is very high quality in nature, curated by a group of teachers, can be used by teachers across the world to really improve the quality of education, which is being imparted to some of the underprivileged students. Right? But yes, there is a journey that we would need to follow to reach that particular position. I think the steps that we are taking right now, where we are assisting our teachers and making sure that their lives are becoming very, very simple, by just a click of a button, they are able to give the homeworks. We can use that data and recommendations to be used on our platform, to be used by some other teachers sitting somewhere at a completely different geography to really use that particular content to improve the quality of education. Right? So yes, we are in the right direction. We are taking initial steps. But yes, I believe that there is some way to go to reach a situation where the open e-schools would become a reality in our world. And I'm really excited.
Open systems, like you talked about, having the privilege of people really using content and coming into maybe structured open schools like IGNOU has an open e-school, and it's not but maybe making such concepts now a true reality for India could be at a very pivotal point for us in our education system. I want to get Gulshan sir's first comments on the discussion so far, and then maybe I can weave in another question if that is okay, sir. Or would you like me to get you in the end once we do one more round?
Whatever you feel appropriate. I'm acceptable in all directions.
So, sir, let's have some comments from you also, and from there I'll weave in one more question for everybody.
First of all, thank you very much for having me for this particular, such a noble and a wonderful deliberation. There is no other way, because there is so much of divide. I won't call it a digital divide. There is no other way, the diversity which India has got. We have been dealing for years together with the interiors, with the far-flung areas, with the far-fetched areas. There are certain places in India which are not available throughout the year. They're not accessible also. At the same time, somebody is sitting in a metro and somebody is sitting in a far-flung area. The teachers, the convent education, affordability, whatever you have got in a metro, I think others haven't done any sin if by mistake, by chance, they have been dropped by a parachute in that far-flung area, that they should not get quality education. So, learning platform, learning management platforms, digital platforms, and where equal content, equilibrium given to everybody across the length and breadth of India. If we can bring equality and if we can really overcome caste, creed, color, religion, place, metro or rural or rustic or interior. That is possible only by a digital and digital mode. And I'm of a strong opinion, government should not give any grants now for physical infrastructure. Government should facilitate, whether it's a union government or a state government, we should facilitate digital learning, digital hand holding, and at no stage we would like our teachers to be left behind. They have not only to get their respect back, they have to get their status back, they got to get their salary back, they got to get better packages. And having spent 3.5 decades in the higher education, today in a very humble way I would submit the teachers, those are holding the children and looking after children less than 10 years of age, should be highest paid as compared to people in other strata of the society. Because that's what, in my residence, I have got 6 different verticals. My daughter, my son, my grandchild, my daughter-in-law, she has come from Dubai and she is handling special children every day. In my residence, there are 6 schools running. And that's what I'm witnessing every day. My wife doing something else into the education. So thereby, I think the only way we can remove, and the people, those are telling digital divide, no, sorry. This is the only way you can bring everybody on a common confluence and a platform. That's by the digital means. And this corona, whatsoever it is, this corona has opened up a lot of Pandoras. It has given a kind of a wake up and a shake up call to us, which you mentioned, Divyaji, earlier. We were following redundant, obsolete, obsolescent, and non-desirable way of teaching. I won't call learning, teaching. Now everything has got exposed and we got to understand. Gone are the days when somebody else was marking the attendance and you both were sharing 50% salary. That was happening in the interiors. That time has gone. Now your face will also come, you will also come, your contents will come. And at the same time, there were some wonderful, very innovative and creative teachers, but nobody was recognizing them. Nobody was knowing them. And today, a person, Mr. What's his name? Imran Khan in Alwar, in Sanskrit school, teaching mathematics, has developed 60 apps, and the Honorable Prime Minister has mentioned his name on our platform in London. So now it's only digital, and digital. We got to accept it. Let's remove all the barriers. 28 education boards are there in school in India. अरे भाई क्यों बच्चों को बच्चे की जान लोगे क्या करोगे बच्चों के साथ? क्या कर रहे हैं हम? ये माँ बाप ने भी गूठा दे रखा है. 98% मार्क्स नहीं आए तो दिव्यालाल के दिल्ली वाले किसी कॉलेज में एडमिशन नहीं मिलेगा, तुमको वहां नहीं जाना पड़ेगा, और पीयूष मलिक तुम्हारी कोई मदद नहीं करेगा, और समर तो तुम्हारे वैसे निकाल देगा वहां से, और पारुल टेक्निकल बंदा वो वैसे तुम्हें नहीं आने देगा. तो भाई मेरी रिक्वेस्ट ये है, डिजिटल वे में लेट्स डू द हैंड होल्डिंग ऑफ ऑल द टीचर्स, लेट्स फैसिलिटेट देम, and all principals, please empower your teachers digital way. Let's make use of the digital platforms the best possible way. Let the content reach the last mile, the last person on the last picket. Thank you. आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही, माइक म्यूट है.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I want to come back and ask Sweetie ma'am again. And I can see you now, your video is also working. Ma'am, as a school head, what are your 2 aspirations that you believe should be there in an online platform that you're using? 2 things that you would really want. Okay, please. Ma'am, you're muted, so please unmute yourself.
In a place where there is a lot of space for vernacular language, I feel I have to work a lot with that, first of all. And I'm so happy that through Fliplearn, I have really worked out with my teachers, and I have appreciated and encouraged their work to make to the standards of Fliplearn, and so that it will reach our students in a standard way. I mostly check nearly 20 to 30 videos a day before it comes to your hand. That is there. That is one of the work done. And I think I must work a lot on that. And I have those to all my teachers. And hats off to them who have really, really worked a lot with this language thing. First of all, I would say that, and then I feel so blessed because this is the first year of me sitting over here, and I'm so happy that I have put a lot, and my teachers have put in a lot of effort to bring to the standard of education, their levels up. That is one thing. Secondly, I would always inspire. I would like to inspire my teachers to make it more constructive, teaching more constructive and easy, for which sometimes we rely on Fliplearn Prime, and I would urge ma'am to
I think her network just got a little edgy. Amsa ma'am, can I get you in the meantime?
improve.
Yeah, she's back.
That's it from me, ma'am.
Thank you, sweetie ma'am. Thank you so much.
Most welcome.
Amsa ma'am, can you please unmute yourself?
Yes, ma'am. Tell me. Yes, ma'am.
So
Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, I can hear you very well. So, two aspirations that you have from an online platform, what you would want this year?
Actually, see, online teaching is really good because teachers have learned and they have become technocrats now, and they are able to do many works. And this should be continued in the next year also. I feel that if they use all the tools which is given in Fliplearn, number of tools are there. If they use everything, it will be more effective for the children, and they can also perform better than what they are performing now. This is what I feel.
Thank
so
you,
all
Amsa
the
ma'am.
tools which is used. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. And quick words, Parul, what you believe will be two features, let's say, most widely used in learning systems in the coming year?
So I think the first thing which I have been a big fan of is a one-click use of technology, right? We want to make technology impacting lives to such a level where just by a click of a button, our teachers should be able to give a homework to their students. And with few efforts, students should be able to give it back to the teachers. And using the advanced artificial intelligence, machine learning algorithms, there should be assistance which we should be giving to our teachers, where they can evaluate an assessment at the performance of the student and give it back to them, right? So I think one is the UX, where it will be more about one-click disbursement of the homework, and second is more on the usage of data and giving a lot of performance dashboards to the teachers, where they can really evaluate the performance of the students at a granular level and try to improve it, right? So these are the two specific set of features that I am personally excited about in creating big difference in making the lives very, very simple for our teachers.
Thank you, Parul. Piyush, coming to you, you believe school heads will now look at adoption of learning management systems as a certain feature, considering that now it seems to be another year starting without physical classrooms?
School heads have been discussing about it. It's just that the decisions have been delayed, and they were all waiting what will happen next. Last whole year, we have been listening to school heads and owners, they all were very apprehensive about the future, whether pandemic will go away, whether normal classes would start or not, when they would start. So all those questions have been answered during the time. by the governments and by the pandemic and the way things have been going. And I believe now is the time that people are actually looking at deciding the way forward, and they have understood that you cannot rule out the role of online education from the education system in India or abroad or anywhere. So now they would decide it's a time that they should do it, and they are looking forward to take up platforms like Fliplearn and move the education that they were imparting online now.
Okay, thank you, Piyush. Sir, for your closing remarks.
First of all, wonderful views and inputs by all of them, Sweetie ma'am and our Amsa ma'am and Piyush ji, and of course the chief technical officer, because technology plays very important role, Parul ji. All of them under the dynamic leadership and dedication of Divyalal ji. I just wish to say that education system at present, it is at the engagement crisis. It is at the engagement crisis if you see in real sense. Parents got to understand, teachers got to understand, principals got to understand, the owners of the institutions of the private school got to understand, and all of us together, we have to work out an ecosystem. Because let me tell you, education will not get back to January, February of 2020 again, ever. Let's accept it. We got to move on. And sometimes you bring changes willingly in life, sometimes you bring circumstantially, and sometimes you bring perforce. Whatever has happened, I'm telling you, I am of the firm opinion it has shaken up the entire education ecosystem. We all were going at a slow pace, slow beat. And do you know what is the input from the ministry yesterday? If I share with all of you, 29th of July 2020, the new education policy was given after 34 years. And whatever was to be done technologically, electronically, innovatively, vocationally, in entire education ecosystem in next 10 years, that happened in 10 months. And that all was due to this pandemic. So ladies and gentlemen, all of us, I would like to make a humble appeal to all the parents. Let's not deprive children of their happiness, their fun, their stimulation. Let's adopt technology. There is no substitute to technology. Technology we have to adopt. And anybody who is thinking, I have got 2 years to retire, I am about to go, this younger generation like Sakshi, God will take care of, why should I bother, I am about to retire. My dear friends, if you start thinking, I am retired, tired, nearly expired, then you are not fit to be a part of education ecosystem anymore. You got to wake up, you got to shake up. Every moment we got to live. And please remember, do you ever opt to go to a doctor? Tell me, anybody sitting in the audience over here and on the YouTube also, do you ever, if anybody, God forbid, falls sick in your family, do you ever say, please Divyalal ma'am, suggest me who is the worst doctor in this town so that I can go for treatment? Do you ever ask? If you do not ask that, then why don't you empower the education ecosystem? Because it's a future of those children, those kids. They're looking forward to some kind of a hope, and nothing will move. Nothing will move till the education would be empowered. All of us, we got to together in the ecosystem, empower the education system, active engagement of the children. Parents also should take an interest. It's going to be a blended learning. It's going to be a flip learning. It's going to be a digital learning. It's going to be outside classroom learning. It's going to be activity-based learning. It's going to be fun-based learning. It's going to be stimulation-based learning. And it's going to be gamification-based education. Tonight, you all can join me at 8 p.m. GS Motivator YouTube channel. GS Motivator, Gulshan Sharma, motivator, elder brother of Divya Lal, self-imposed, self-declared, self-proclaimed in all the constitutional rights I have just written, because I found this lady doing so well. And without knowing me, I have not seen her in person. I have not met her in person. We are digital brothers and sisters, but we are global brothers and sisters now. Whether I am in Singapore, I am in Paris, wherever I am, because our chamber is taking care of 152 countries. We are the one those brought Parvasi Bharatiya Divas to India in 2003. 1994 onward, we were the Punjabi Parvasi Divas. Education, education, education. Digital, digital, digital. Innovation, innovation, innovation. Creativity and collaboration. All of us wake up, shake up, move ahead together, and let people, I see, because a lot of young people, I think Bharti Goyalji is also quite young, Sakshi is also quite young, Deepika ji is comparatively looking young, Minakshi ji is also looking young, and me and Switi ma'am, we are into a little bit onto the other arena. So all of us together, Amsa ji after speaking has gone. So what I want to share with all of you is, let's join hands, let's be together, let's empower education ecosystem. भारत के प्रधानमंत्री का सपना अपने आप पूरा हो जाएगा. आत्मनिर्भर भारत, सेल्फ रिलायंट भारत, फ्यूचरिस्टिक भारत, 5 ट्रिलियन इकोनॉमी. और हाँ, विमेन एम्पावरमेंट इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. देखो, मैंने पुकारा और हमारी छोटी बच्ची और आमसा जी आ गई पर्दे के ऊपर वापस. She has come back all the way from Tamil Nadu. She says, brother, I am there. Vanakkam, Yanna, Randa, Nala, Pura. All that we take together as a Punjabi. Thank you very much. And Samar, very kind of you. Thanks a lot. Divya ji, I would like to take your leave. I've got a program lined up with Australia. Do you know? Because first program early in the morning with New Zealand. Second program with Southeast Asia, third with the Central Asia, fourth is with the Middle East, fifth is with Divya Lal, sixth is London and the entire Europe, and the last program 8 o'clock is with Canada, Europe, and what do you call that, Latin America and US. So with these words, our best wishes to all of you.
Thank you so much for gracing the occasion. Thank you so much.
God
It's been a
bless
pleasure
all.
to have you, sir. Thank
God
you.
bless.
I think
God
let's
bless
all
all of
give
you.
him a big round of
Thank you.
applause and thank you, sir, for all the
और
motivation.
रात को 8 बजे मिल रहे हैं GS
हाँ।
मोटिवेटर पर. रात को 8 बजे gamification in education through the Fliplearn. I dedicate to Fliplearn. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the wonderful insights, sir, and everyone. It is truly said, and I quote, gaining knowledge is the first step to wisdom. Sharing it is the first step to humanity. I'm sure that we all have had great learnings from the experts and would like to agree that the future of education is surely the online education and the blended education, which can be only achieved through technical intervention. Certainly, Fliplearn will be the backbone for the schools in the coming course of time. Now, I would like to invite Ms. Deepika Kumar for sharing her experience of putting up the foundation of this contest, where she will talk about what the contest was. It will be important for the new viewers who have joined us from YouTube Live across the globe. Over to you, Deepika ma'am. Please. Thank you. Sweetie ma'am, you want to say something? Please unmute yourself, ma'am.
So thank you, Samar.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
As Parulji has promised us that he will be putting on a lot of homework and that to be done in one click, I urge Fliplearn to do that because we have lost control of many students because they are unable to access to Fliplearn. They are finding it too difficult to access Fliplearn. I want you all to make Fliplearn student friendly, parent friendly, and teacher friendly.
Thank you, ma'am. We will take care of that.
Thank you.
Deepika,
so
please
much.
start with the ceremony details.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am, and thanks, Samar, and welcome to all the YouTube live audience which has joined us now. So, As Summer said, we conceptualized the contest keeping certain parameters in mind. As Feb and March are crucial months in the academic calendar of the school, teachers are under tremendous pressure. They have to complete syllabus, last minute revisions, holding pre-tests, checking them, and then giving feedback to the parents in order to prepare the students for their final exams. We had been observing that the teachers were working really, really hard over the last few months. We thought we need to acknowledge their hard work. And after a lot of deliberations and internal discussions, we came up with this contest to appreciate their efforts and keep the fire burning. During this 1 month, we observed that teachers from all classes used the platform. They used it effectively to engage the students in online teaching. In this month-long contest across India, more than 1,500 teachers participated, more than 100 schools participated, 500,000 activities were created, and more than 4.75 lakh attempts were made by students. The competition was tough, far beyond our anticipation. And I'm glad the criteria for winning were so clearly defined by our tech team that we could arrive at the winners without any difficulty. So, without taking much time, over to Summer for something that everybody has been waiting for anxiously. So, over to you, Summer.
Thank you so much, Deepika ma'am, for briefing our audience about the contest. Now, without further ado, let me not hold you back from the most exciting part of the event today and start the prize distribution. I know it's hard to hold the excitement. For this, I would like to invite respected Divya ma'am for preceding the awards to our winners. Also, we would also request the winners to say a few words about how they feel after winning the award. Thank you.
Okay, Summer, can you share your screen so that I can start announcing?
Just
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to announce it in the reverse order. We're going to start it off with Mrs. Amanpreet from St. Paul's School, who wins a Fitbit from Fliplearn. Please give her a big round of applause.
Amanpreet ma'am, please, if you can say a few words.
Maybe we can do that later, Summer. You can do it one shot.
Sure, ma'am, you can do that.
Okay, but Amanpreet ma'am is here. Amanpreet ma'am, please
No issues, ma'am. No issues. We'll do it later. No problem. No problem.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Vidya V from Rosemary School. Next we have with us is V. Atid from Bhartidasan Matriculation Higher Secondary School. Congratulations.
Ma'am, this is the next award, yes.
Put your hands together for J. Nandini from Bhartidasan Matriculation Higher Secondary School. Next we have Priscilla from Rosemary. Congratulations, Priscilla. Then we have Chandralekha from Rosemary again. Big round of applause for the Rosemary group. Then we have Srija from AES Central School. And the last person to win the Fitbit is Nanamal, again from Rosemary. Congratulations to everybody who's won the Fitbit watch. Now, Summer, you can ask the people who won the Fitbit how they feel. Then we will move on to the remaining winners.
Of course. So,
Amanpreet ma'am, you wanted to share,
yes, ma'am.
please. Ma'am, please unmute yourself here.
Yes, ma'am. Hello, everyone. As you all know, my name now, this is Amanpreet Taneja, and I'm from St. Paul's School, Lucknow. And I feel very happy to be associated with Fliplearn because I found it very easy and very teacher-friendly and as well student-friendly. Yeah, some issues were there, but that was sorted by the team. So I'm happy that I got associated with Fliplearn and I got a prize also. So it's always happy. It's always very delightful when you win something for what you do. So I'm very happy. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Congratulations.
Next, we have Miss Vidya. Ma'am, please come up and say a few words. Okay. So next we have Miss Premaji. Ma'am, please unmute yourself and say a few words. So we'll come back to them again. Miss J. Nandini. If you want to say something, ma'am, please come up and say. All right, so we are moving to the next contestant, which is Miss Priscilla. Ma'am, would you like to say something? All right, so we are moving to the next participant, which was Miss Chandralekha. Ma'am, would you like to say something?
Chandralekha.
All right, so we're moving to the next person here.
Rija, ma'am.
Miss Rija.
Good evening.
Okay, Chandralekha ma'am wants to say something. Okay, just a moment, ma'am. I'll just put on your slide. Thank you so much for appearing up. There you go, ma'am. Please.
Hello. And Rija. Hello. And hello. Hello, I'm Chandralekha. Good evening to all. Hello.
Good evening, ma'am. We can hear you.
We can hear you.
Okay. I would like to express to my gratitude to our classmate ma'am, principal ma'am, and in charge ma'am, and also teachers, parents, and students, and all the Fliplearn members. I appreciate Fliplearn team for taking this initiative for this teaching contest. Once again, I great thanks for everyone is presented here. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your wonderful words. We really appreciate, ma'am.
Thank you.
So the last contestant was Miss Nanamal, ma'am. Ma'am, do you want to say something?
Are you hearing my voice?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, we can hear.
I'm Nyanamal. Warm greetings to everyone. I'm really happy to receive this award from Fliplearn. This is one of the most important moments of my professional career. The first thing I want to say is I am grateful for giving me such a respect. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. You're so kind. Yes, ma'am. You'll have to talk.
You'll have to speak a little louder, ma'am.
Please be a little bit louder, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. We can hear you.
Priscilla, ma'am.
Hello.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. We can hear you, ma'am.
Okay, so there might be some network issues. So let's proceed ahead. And Divya ma'am, we can take to the top 3 winners now.
Absolutely. So I think now we get into the big piece wherein we have the 2 tablet winners and a laptop winner with us. Samar, can you please put on the slide? Put your hands together for Bharti Goyal from Lord Mahavir Jain School. She wins a phenomenal tap. Congratulations, Bharti.
Thank you, ma'am. Hello.
Yes, Bharti.
Hello, everyone. Myself, Bharti from Lord Mahavir School, Ambala, Kent. I am very happy to be with Fliplearn and also happy on receiving the award. Working with Fliplearn was the first-hand success in enhancing my knowledge, skills, and experiences. It is a complete set of knowledge, I can say, for every child. I personally feel myself empowered with skills to teach my students and conducting my classes. It provides a wonderful platform for revisions, assignments, tests, and quizzes. It is a well-organized educating system that has played a vital role in virtual education of the children during this pandemic. In the last, I would only like to say that the system has always been supported by a wonderful team who all were just a call away for sorting our queries. Thank you so much. Thank you, Fliplearn. Thanks a lot.
Congratulations, Bharti.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
And let's have our another tab winner, Samar.
Yes, ma'am. Putting it up.
Put your hands together for Selaja. Heartiest congratulations, Selaja. Selaja, we want to know how you're feeling. Yes, Selaja, please share your thoughts.
Hello. Yes, Shalja ma'am, we could hear you.
Congratulations, Selaja ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am.
How are you feeling?
I'm so happy. I would like to thank first of all our correspondent, principal and our coordinator for giving us an opportunity to teach through Fliplearn app. The quiz contest offered by Fliplearn gave a chance for the participant to gain substantial experience to analyze and evaluate their skills in all subjects. In this competitive world, this contest created a new path for our profession. I thank our students and parents for overwhelming response in winning this contest. Thank you, sir, Gulshan Sharma sir, for identifying me out of all the teachers, and thank you, Makendran, for the immediate conclusion of all the queries raised from our sir. And once again, I thank our colleagues who are encouraging me with their words. Thanks a lot for and thank you.
Congratulations. And now for the big winner of the laptop. Ladies and gentlemen, super happy to present Snehal from AES Central School, who's won the laptop, the top award across the teacher ceremony. Snehal, Selaja ma'am, can you please mute yourself? Snehal, are you there? Can someone quickly trace if Snehal ji is there? Well, never mind. Even if she comes up, I think Deepika is over to you for the vote of thanks for the event.
Yes. Thank you. So, congratulations all the winners. It was a very fruitful 1.5 hours with a lot of learnings. It was great listening to Dr. Sharma. Thank you for being with us, and everybody's word of encouragement and appreciation. We are all very grateful to Ms. Sweetie Raj, Mrs. Amsa Mala, Mr. Piyush Malik, Mr. Parul Jain for taking out valuable time for us and sharing their views. Thank you, Divya, for being part of the event. Team Fliplearn salutes all the teachers, school teachers and leaders for continuing the teaching learning in these tough times and in all coming times. Thank you for being part of the event today. Stay safe and stay healthy. That is all we wish for everybody. So thank you very much.
And congratulations, Deepika and team, for running a great event and a great contest and the whole show. Congratulations to all the teachers. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure. Your awards and rewards will reach you in the next 20 to 25 days. Our teams will stay in touch with you on how and when they are being sent and checked before they are being dispatched from Delhi. Heartiest congratulations. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.